friends, it's my last morning here in Mexico. I'm leaving, I'm flying out. It's a sad morning, say goodbye. I've had a wonderful week, or almost 10 days here in Mazunte. I'm gonna miss this view like crazy, but I'm even more gonna miss the wonderful people that we shared a wonderful time with, and a beautiful New Year's and all these things. So I'm gonna have my last breakfast, my last coffee, and then I'm taking off to the airport to Huatulco, then to Mexico City, and then to Los Angeles. See you there. Oh, and not to forget, I have to say goodbye to my best friend Francie, who I've spent 3 weeks or 3.5 weeks with, sharing the same bed. And she's flying out tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to say goodbye to her too. It's part of the game. Okay, vamos! Ciao! Bye bye! Bye bye, Arigalan! Okay. Hot, hot, hot. Ein bisschen traurig ist das jetzt. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego. Buen día. Alrighty, I'm here. I'm at the airport. It looks like it's a really tiny airport. And I also just read in my emails that my flight's delayed. I'm all checked in, and the flight is delayed by about 1.5 hours, which means I'm gonna miss my connection flight to LA in Mexico City. So they put me on the next flight, so I'll be getting in a few hours later tonight. Oh well, that's just how the travel life goes. I made it to Los Angeles and have just arrived in my Airbnb apartment here in Venice Beach. It's really cute and really cool, and anyway, I'm pretty exhausted now. It's midnight here, 2 o'clock in the morning in Mexico, and all my flights were delayed by like 3 or 4 hours, and so yes, it's been a very long day. However, there's still a few things I want to add about the topic of saying goodbye and how that makes me feel really vulnerable, and so I'll do that in the morning. And yeah, other than that, Awesome to be back in California, awesome to be back in LA, in Venice. I was here last in April. Maybe tell you guys a little bit more about what I'm up to the next few weeks, but for now, I'm going to sleep. Bye. Hey guys, so as promised, it's now the next morning. I had a really good sleep, my brain's working again, so I'll just add a couple of minutes and talk about goodbyes and what happened for me yesterday and how that made me feel vulnerable. What happened was that these 8 or 10 days that I spent in this tiny little village, staying at this hotel with my best friend Francie, it was a really special time, mostly because I met all these amazing people. I have not been to a place, maybe ever, where there's so many amazing people coming through, where literally every soul, every human being that comes through there and stays there is just really awesome and beautiful and friendly inside out, and just, yeah, I had so many awesome conversations and just such beautiful times and laughter, and one of the most amazing, probably my most favorite New Year's ever. It was on the rooftop of the hotel, and it was underneath the stars and the ocean in front of us, and just yeah, these people and these connections. And the funny thing was that I was at Tony Robbins' Date with Destiny about a month ago, and one of my main values that I manifested there was connection, because I realized that I really need more deeper connection. I need deeper connection within myself, but because of the lifestyle that I have, it's so important for me to cultivate connections wherever I go, and hence also more of a need of a home base again. So anyway, I get to this place, and that's what I experienced every single day, all day long, was connection. I spent so many hours in beautiful conversations and exchanges and just sharing energies with really awesome people, and so it was like a family, you know, for that time, and it was really special for me. So I asked for connection, I manifested connection, and then I get to this place, and there's no place like that place, I swear to God. It's really special, also because of Rose, the woman that manages it or that owns it. She's just such a special human being in her own rights, and I love that woman so much, and I loved every single soul that I met there. And then also having spent, 3 weeks or longer with one of my absolute best friends, Francie, sharing the bed every single night. Yeah, so the goodbye that came along yesterday morning wasn't easy, and I felt a bit weird in my stomach before, just, here in my chest, a bit heavy, and I could sense this feeling of vulnerability coming on before, or like after I had packed and I came up for breakfast, and they were all there, and I was like, oh my God, I have to say goodbye. And I've done so many goodbyes in my life, over and over again. I've met so many friends around the world, and I feel like I've gotten really good at goodbyes, but this one really got me, and I'm glad it did, so it was a beautiful experience to go through so consciously too. And looking back, I can see that there's this moment, or these moments leading up to the goodbye, and they're just, it's just a bit weird and vulnerable, and then the actual goodbye happens, and you exchange your last hugs and your last words, and maybe you'll never see these people again, but obviously we all hope that we do. And they're just really beautiful moments of exchanging love and connecting again and exchanging beautiful energies. And so the actual goodbye, that's really powerful. Those hugs, they were so good. I really loved them. And then I got into the cab, and then there's the moments after the goodbye where I felt really raw and vulnerable, because I was sitting in the cab and we're driving through Mazunta, through the village, and I was just like, wow, like, this is it. Like, it was such a beautiful, special time. Nothing I would have expected. And I felt so blessed, and just so full of love from all these people, and full of connection, and just, it was so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm so grateful for this time, and every minute of it. It was, amazing. So what I then realized on the way to the airport was saying goodbye like that, or maybe even any goodbye, is really like detaching energies, right? So, you know, when you come into a place like that and then you connect with people and then kind of your energies kind of merge and you kind of get used to each other's energy being around, and then when you say goodbye, it's like you have to detach your energies, and that feels really weird. And I had to detach from a lot of energies yesterday, and so it felt really weird. But in the end, yeah, it was so special. And now being here, and I have this, you know, awesome, beautiful apartment. I had a really good sleep in a big bed by myself. But I'm all by myself, and that's really strange now too. That contrast, that process of going from being surrounded by people all the time and being in connection all the time 24/7, which I really enjoyed more than I would have ever expected, because I tend to think I need a lot of time to myself. But anyway, now I'm here and I'm by myself, and I'm enjoying this too now again. But yeah, it's just a process of getting back into my own energies and getting used to not being connected as much, even though I still feel that connection because it was so strong, and I'm not gonna just let that go. Anyway, I can keep on going and going about this, I think, because there's just so much to say, and I love having this outlet now, of like also my little diary, and I'd like to talk about things as they happen as well, because a lot of times when you talk about things in retrospective, like, so this happened last week or 2 months ago, or 2 years ago, and this is what I learned from it. But right now, for example, this experience I'm sharing with you as it happens, or as it just happened. So this is also really special, and I hope to include more of these moments and share more of this with you in these videos. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, if you know, put them in the comments, or maybe you have similar experiences you would like to share with me, please do. Give me a thumb up if you like the video, and definitely subscribe to my channel so you get to watch all my 30 days of vulnerability videos. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I love you all. Thank you for following along, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.